Hey everyone, welcome back to TapRooT TV. I'm Benna Hughes and I'm here today with Mark Paradise because it's time.
It's time.
We are 1 month out from the summit.
Yes.
And
so everybody watching should be registered.
Yes.
It's only 2 days until the room block expires.
I'm glad you mentioned that, yes.
So you got to get your hotel room there.
The 8th of February.
You should have your flights
room
booked.
blocks. Yes.
Or whatever, however you're getting there, driving, flying,
Yes.
whatever you're doing. What else do they need to do? They've registered, picked out their sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So this really is for you late people out there who are waiting till the last minute. We're going to give you the latest updates so you can get registered all of a sudden and get on this because you should be there.
Absolutely. We love you too, and we want you there even though you haven't registered yet. So please get on today after you watch this and get registered so we can prepare for you. That's kind of important.
That's right. Because
that's what these last few weeks are.
We got
a lot of organizing.
I mean, if they haven't ever been to the summit, they don't know about the name game.
Right.
If they have ever been there, they know about the name game. And one of the things I have to do is match everybody coming to the summit with 3 people they're going to meet at the summit. And I actually look through the whole attendance list and match people up. And if you send your name in at the last minute, you sort of get the last minute people. You're going to be matched with other last minute people.
You've got some strategy behind how you pick
so that you got to get registered. You need to get registered in the next week or so to get in there and be prepared. Because we're going to send you emails of things you need to do to prepare. And things you need to do to be ready for the summit. So you really want to get registered now.
Yeah, and you don't want to miss that room block to get any discounts you can get. So, And we want you to bring a team. You can save money for bringing a team. You can go to the website and look at that. But what we're going to talk to you about today is just kind of do an overview for you and maybe a few changes from what we've talked about in the past. So we'll let you know about those as well.
Okay.
So let's start out with the pre-summit courses.
Pre-summit courses. There's, how many are there? It's
like
a whole
11?
bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
10 pre-summit courses. And I just plan to go through and talk about all 10 of them.
Yes.
Not very long about each one. But just so you can know what one you ought to be signing up for. Because the pre-summit courses are very valuable part of the summit. And so you start off with the 2-day course, which is our standard 2-day, but it's a brand new course. So this will be the first time it's been taught in total with the new causal factor worksheets. So if you're a certified instructor, you ought to be thinking about going to that one so you can see the new course because you're going to be teaching the new course after the summit. That's what, when you buy course workbooks, you're going to get the new course workbooks and you ought to be there to learn how to teach it.
Exactly. Do you know what's great about us having that 2-day course at the beginning of the summit? New people can come.
Oh, that's true. If you don't use TapRooT, but you've been thinking about it, you can go to the summit and then you can meet a lot of people who at the summit who use TapRooT and get great ideas for what you should be doing implementing.
Talk about a kickstart to your program.
Really, that's a really good way to do it.
Yeah. And then another one of our basic courses, well not basic, but normal courses that we have is the Equifactor, but this is new too.
The Equifactor's new too.
Yeah.
Ken's been working on it for like 2 years. He's got his new book, new course, and once again, causal factor worksheets in that. And so it's another one that you'll want to be there. If you might be a certified instructor who teaches Equifactor, you ought to be there for that one. Or you might be interested in Equifactor to add it on to the things you're going to use TapRooT for, because it really is a different way that course is set up. In that day 1 of that course is troubleshooting, day 2 of that course is root cause analysis, but there's not a crossover between it and the 2-day course. It used to be day 2 of the Equifactor course was. Actually, day 1 of the course was just like the 2-day course, and day 2 was the troubleshooting part. But we've got that switched around now, and day 2 is not like day 1 of the 2-day course. It's got its own examples. It's all focused on
equipment.
Yeah, equipment and equipment troubleshooting. And so that you can take this stuff back with you. And we've also got the course set up so when you implement Equifactor, you can train your guys in the field in just a 1-day course, and you train your engineers and managers in a 2-day course. And it really saves a lot of time on the training side of things, but it makes your field guys very effective in collecting information and troubleshooting the equipment problems so that you don't fix the same problems over and over and over again.
Y'all put a lot of thought into putting this new course together so that it serves the client better.
Yes.
So
that's the 2-day Equifactor.
We're happy. This is we should have a little confetti celebration after
So
that
let
one's
me so let
over.
me skip ahead then. I'll skip down the list here, and I'll skip down to the Stopping Human Error courses.
Okay.
That's the other new one we've got.
That's good. Great one.
And once again, I've been working on this for about 2 years, and it is the time has come, is what I'll say. I don't know how many people I've talked to, even in the last 6 months, about, well, we're getting ready to do something on human performance. And unfortunately, there's as much good information or bad information as there is good information out there. And people are wasting a lot of time doing things that aren't effective, and they don't know what to do, what will be effective. So what we've done is take all the best practices out of TapRooT, the human performance best practices out of TapRooT. We've taken the stuff that comes out of the nuclear industry or the human performance improvement tools, or HU for those who are really into it.
So many out there.
And what we've done is we teach you all of it, but we also teach you what the human factors research is behind it, and therefore what should work and what really doesn't work, and what you should avoid so that you don't get bad techniques in your program that are blame-oriented. And we'll explain why blame-oriented techniques are bad in the course. But it really is a very neat course for seeing how you can use TapRooT proactively to stop human errors and a whole bunch of other stuff proactively. And it's a very proactive course, not a reactive course.
So much information in that course.
There's a ton of information. We've done one dry run, and that worked out fine. But I still look at that course and think, well, once people are asking questions and doing things, gosh, are we going to be able to get this done in 2 days? So what we've done is we've focused on what I think are the most important things you need to know for improving human performance, because you can't learn everything there is about human performance in 2 days. So we've jam-packed this course full of stuff that you need to know. And
you've done a great job putting them all together with the benefits and the pros and the cons and stuff, so people can
Ben has been through
out.
the trial
It's
course
fantastic.
there, so she knows.
It's great. Okay, TapRooT software implementation and the app.
Okay, so once again, every year there's new stuff in the software. And every year Dan and Angie put together a great course that'll help you understand the software better if you're a power user of the software, or if you're an administrator who's setting up and supporting the software. It's really made for both those types of people. And the new cloud-based software is great stuff. They'll probably talk about hosting, and it just really is the place you go if you want to find out the latest, greatest on software and use your software most effectively. That's the course to go to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody says, "What's the software? Where's their software course?" This is
This is it. Yeah. And there's a new app that's been released, and we'll go over that as well. So a lot of people are really excited about that. It's going to really help with evidence collection. Using What If and TapRooT for hazard assessment.
That's Joel Solomon's course. This is the second year I think he's run that course. He had good critiques on it last time, and we're running it again. If you do some kind of hazard assessment and you ever apply What If, this really shows you how you can meld TapRooT together with that What If assessment to do hazard analysis. So if you're thinking about doing that, this is the place to go.
Yeah, we have some clients who add that to their 2-day program on site. Yeah.
Yes.
TapRooT evidence collection and interviewing, always popular.
I think of this as Barb's course. In my mind, it's Barb's course, but other people teach it too. But Barb is the most knowledgeable on this course, and she really she has a chance to expand the 1-day course and to give you a little bit more time to try things and to try the techniques you have than you get in the 1-day on-site course. So it's a great place if you're interested in interviewing and evidence collection to make your TapRooT program better. That's a great course to go to.
It is always very popular, and gathering that data is super important.
If you don't have
your foundation,
exactly. If you don't have good information, you're not going to have good root cause analysis.
Mistake proofing and effective corrective actions.
Kevin McManus is a great teacher, and this is a great course for developing better corrective actions. And I actually reference his course in the Stopping Human Error course, because obviously I built a course and I'd like to teach stopping human error and mistake proofing in the same course. But that makes it a 4-day course, not a 2-day course. So what I do is reference Kevin's work in the Stopping Human Error course. And he's got really good stuff for effective use of corrective actions and how you mistake-proof things to take human error out of the equation for your corrective actions. So it's a great course to go to, and it's another good one to go to.
He's a fantastic instructor.
He is.
Everybody loves his training.
Yep.
TapRooT, Analyzing and Fixing Safety Culture Issues.
That's Brian Tink's course. It'll be the first time that Brian Tink, I'll call him senior, although I don't think they go by senior and junior. He'll be teaching it all by himself.
Oh,
Brian
you're kidding.
Brian Tink Jr.'s he's off doing something
Well.
with the I was going to say the state of Ontario, the province
Yeah.
of Ontario, and he can't make it to the summit this year. So it's just Brian Tink, not Brian Tink and Brian Tink.
I think Brian Tink can handle it.
I think he can. And Brian's another excellent instructor.
He is.
And this course has always gotten really good reviews because it takes the whole philosophical culture thing and makes it practical, and he combines that with the data you get out of TapRooT to really make a very practical culture evaluation and improvement system. So anybody culture is a big buzzword nowadays. If you're interested in culture and changing culture, this is a great course to go to.
Risk management and opportunity-based thinking.
This is like crazy. We have so many good courses before the summit. Jim Whiting is a great instructor. He is like the risk management guru of the world from Australia.
Yes.
And he just has, every year when he comes to the summit, he has new things that he puts in this course, and it makes it even better yet. So this is a great course for learning about risk management and what you can get in 2 days. Once again, there's a large field of information, and he squeezes down the stuff that's most important. And you've got the expert there that you can talk to. So this is a really great place to, I guess, round out your education on risk management.
It is, and everybody follows him out of the class, continuing to listen and ask questions.
He's
never fails.
Yep.
Finally, we've got the patient safety course.
Is that the last one?
Yes.
All right. So you've got Marcus and Ken Turnbull. If you're interested in patient safety at all, they really teach great ways to improve your root cause analysis and show you how that's going to help you improve your patient safety. And everybody knows that healthcare needs help.
It does.
We saw this year I don't know how many serious incidents you see, but the one that comes to mind for me is the Vanderbilt one, where the nurse is now being prosecuted under criminal prosecution. That didn't need to happen.
No.
That problem could have been fixed, and the lady didn't need to die, and the nurse didn't need to be prosecuted if they would have fixed things by learning from their experience. Everybody's supposed to be doing root cause analysis, but it's not working in healthcare because they're not doing it the right way. They're applying things that don't work, therefore they're getting bad results.
Exactly.
They really need to apply TapRooT, and Ken and Marcus have really put together a good course to get people started down that road. And so if you're interested in patient safety, you ought to be at this course.
Yeah, and it's not just people in hospitals or things like that. There's some sites that have medical
But
facilities
there
and
are
things like
so
that.
many hospitals out there.
Oh, there are.
This course should be overflowing. I think the thing that bothers me the most is it isn't. Because any one of us could end up in a hospital any place.
Well, I'm always double checking my doctor and nurse.
Well, and the answer is, it just isn't going to, unless they change, they're not going to improve. And that's bad for you, for me,
For all of us.
for everybody watching, because you're going to end up in a hospital someday and you're going to go, oh my goodness, are they going to make a mistake and kill me?
It's scary.
Because they kill 250,000 people a year in the United States. And that's unacceptable, and it needs to be changed.
It is. No, we absolutely. Someone out there that deals in healthcare, let them know about this course. We'd love to have them.
Get them in.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can go to them and teach it as well.
Oh, we can.
So this isn't a one-shot deal for the patient safety.
But they need to be. Well, what usually happens is one person goes and tries out the course.
Yes.
They go back and use it, see what they get done, then they go, wow, we need to implement this, and then we do an on-site training for them.
It's a great way to do
And they
it.
can implement the software and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, great way to do it.
So it's a good samplers to do this pre-summit course.
So all of that stuff goes on in 2 days. That's a lot.
And I hate to say it, but I haven't been to all these courses, and I wish I could go to all these courses, but I'm going to be teaching one. So once again, This year I can't go to a new course that I haven't been to. I wish I could.
I know it's like trying to pick which, because I try to attend one when I go early, and I'm writing down to 2. I'm thinking about, so I'll let you know when I figure it out.
I think you should go to Stopping Human Error again.
I think I should too, and see how it all wound up in the end.
Yep.
So then what happens is we move into the summit itself.
So we've got, first off, I already mentioned the networking that goes on a little bit.
Yes.
And then we started off with the name game, but there's tons of networking going on. And that's usually what people say is their favorite part when they end the summit. I mean, a lot of people come because there's a great keynote speaker, or they've seen your track they want to participate in. But the information you get from everybody else who's at the summit really turns out to be the most important thing for me and for everybody else. It really does.
That's where we learn a lot.
And so that's something you can't judge by reading a brochure, but it's really going to be important to you. So the second thing is keynote speakers.
Yes.
And I'm not going to repeat the keynote speakers. I will mention that we have, once again, a famous guy that a movie's been made about.
Tom Hanks was in.
Tom Hanks better make some more movies, because we're running out of people he's been in movies with. But you can go on our website, see who the keynote speakers are, and you'll be happy and thrilled with the presentations, just like it happens every year.
Yeah, absolutely.
The second thing, I guess, is the best practice tracks. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. 6 of those. So let me run through them real quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got Improving Investigations, which is all about improving investigations. And before I get on this list, or now that I've started, let me say that this is also sort of a way to focus your benchmarking and networking, because if you're really interested in improving investigations, then you're going to meet other people improving investigations in that track. If you're really interested in improving human performance, you go to the Stopping Human Error course, then you go to this, and you're going to meet other people who are interested in improving human performance. Work-life balance. This is the first year we've done work-life balance. We had suggestions last year that work-life balance would be a good topic. We added it to this year's summit, and it's got some very interesting talks in it. And if that's a topic that you're, I don't want to say struggling with, but if it's a topic that's interesting to you and is applicable to your work, that's a great session to go to. Achieving excellence and reliability, another great session. This is more focused on operational excellence and equipment reliability. And once again, you'll meet folks interested in that. Improving safety and risk management, once again, is the safety focus and the risk management focus of things. If you're interested in meeting those people, you sign up for that one. And becoming a better certified instructor is for all the certified instructors. And that turns out usually to be the biggest session.
Yes.
Because we got lots of certified instructors, and they have to attend once every 2 years. Some of them attend every year.
They do.
And so that's a full session. And we try to put in the things that's most important to them to make them TapRooT experts at their facility and have them teach better courses when they go back to work. So that's a quick rundown on what the sessions are, and you've got to pick one of those once again,
you do.
Which is hard.
It is hard because...
But what can they do, Benna?
Well, you can modify if you see something in one track you're in one track, but you see something in another track, you can sign up. You can go in and select that workout session.
You can customize.
You can, and there's only one area where you got two classes that you got to stay put, and that's if you're in a certified instructor, you've got to stay in the user share best practices and the recertification class. Other than that, if you're in that one,
you should also go to the one. They have the one on. Oh, what's the name of it? It's the one on.
Well, those are the required ones.
Yeah, but they ought to go to the new causal factor worksheet session too.
Yes, because causal factors is an important thing to teach in those classes.
Yes, it is. And it's a brand new worksheet, and if they don't go to that, they're going to be, I got to this part of the course, I don't know what you're supposed to do. They ought to go to that session.
Because that's going to really help their classes and their teaching.
Yes,
so
it is.
He's correct. We should have probably made that one mandatory, but
well,
it isn't.
There you go. It's a good session.
It is a good session. But yeah, so you can customize, you can go in here and look, and there's just so many things. You'll notice some of them overlap anyway, but you just go online.
Should I tell them the updates to the improving human performance session has 2 updates to it.
Yes, definitely.
One of them is that Vince Vinchek is going to be teaching the Human Performance Toolkit session in the Human Performance track.
Oh, okay, good.
And I'm going to be teaching the Automation and Awareness session. And this is really a fortunate. I don't want any more sessions. I was going to try to get myself down to 3. I'm now up to 5. So I've got way too much to do at this summit. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But this one really goes back to research I did in 1983 to 85 on automation and awareness.
Oh, that would be real interesting.
Well, the interesting part is it relates to the 737 MAX crash.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to think about how can automation that's supposed to prevent an accident cause an accident, and that can happen in a lot of places. And we've talked about automation before. That's a really good session to go to, and I'll be doing that one.
Oh, that does sound like a good. I have somebody I need to tell about that.
There you go.
Make sure that they're in that one. All right. Well, we have a nice party too that goes on.
Always have a great party.
We almost forgot. I don't know how we could ever forget that.
We've got Carl Dixon coming to play for us.
So much fun. And that's on Wednesday night after the
now,
first
Benna, you're
session.
not a singer usually with him.
I'm not.
At the last summit, we had Michelle and me and Ken.
Yes.
We had Ken up there singing.
I can get up there with a mic with the
that's the
sound
thing.
turned on.
You can always just go like this and move your mouth, and everybody will think you're singing, and they won't be.
Right.
I think that's what Ken did.
Summit goals right there.
There we go.
See if I
there
get up and sing.
Get Benna up to sing. That'll be the big objective of the summit.
It's such a fun night, and we've got a theme. Since this
That's Wednesday night.
It is Wednesday night, and since this is 2020. I mean, normally in Texas we'll have a Western theme.
I am disappointed that it is a Western. I may come as a Western theme anyhow.
I'm pretty sure there were cowboys in the 20s.
I think there was.
I think there were too. So if you want to be a cowboy, you can dress up as a cowboy or a cowgirl.
That's it.
We will have the Roaring 20s.
The Roaring 20s is the official theme.
So that'll be fun.
Lots of people get carried away and dress up for this reception.
Yeah, we might could talk Allison into some awards or something.
In period attire.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. So well, there you go. We can still be Western.
I don't think it'll ever be as good as the one we had on Halloween. We actually had one that turned out to be the week of Halloween or something like that, and we had a Halloween party, and that was the wildest one ever. But this will be good. Roaring 20s. Roaring 20s.
Our clients are fantastic about participating. So come and be ready to learn a lot and have a lot of fun.
I've got one more thing.
What?
They ought to stay for golf on Friday. This is like one of the premier places in Texas to golf. And we don't have anything planned. We don't have a tournament. But there are 4 championship-level golf courses to play on. And you ought to be on one of those if you play golf on Friday afternoon, because this is a great opportunity to get out there. And I've already put my weather request in for good weather Friday afternoon, so you can be guaranteed there'll be good weather, and you ought to be out there playing.
That's where we had our last golf tournament we ever organized.
Oh, yes.
I know. But I can tell you, it was beautiful.
It was beautiful, but it was a hard course we were on.
Yeah.
But they've revamped a couple of their courses. They're all really nice. If you go to the blog, you'll find an article in there. If you put in golf, one will pop to the top that tells you about the golf courses there. But it really is a great place. And so if you're coming to the summit and you like to play golf,
you can.
Get yourself scheduled to play golf that afternoon.
All right, so March 9th through the 13th, Horseshoe Bay Resort in Texas. They've renovated it dramatically, and it's supposed to be just stunning, and it already was. There's all kinds of stuff to do. If it's spring break week for you, you can bring your family.
Oh yeah, there's families can come and have lots of things to do.
So we know that happens about the time of year we have the summit. So it's great that we can have it at a place where you can bring your family and you can learn, do everything you need to do with TapRooT, and they can be having fun, and it'll be fantastic.
That's it.
Well, Mark, thank you. I mean, I'm so excited.
Thank you, Benna.
Oh, we're like so close. We get on a plane in like a month.
Yep.
And then we'll be there, and you'll be hitting the road.
Yep.
So go to our website, taproot.com/summit, and you can get all the summit information there, and you can register. If you need to call us and ask us anything, feel free to do that. We're here for you, 865-539-2139, or contact us at info@taproot.com.
And then they should click down below. Just like the video and to, what are these things we're saying? Like the video. Subscribe and hit the little ding dong bell
for
so they get notifications.
Exactly. And then you will know everything that's going on with us. And comment and let us know if you're coming. We want to know who's going to be here. We've got I think I saw, gosh, well, actually, we're almost to our max.
When they register, we'll know, that's true.
Yeah, but that's not as fun. Everybody else can know you're coming.
Yes, that's the idea.
And you can tag somebody that you think should be there. So,
hey, that's a good
do
idea
that.
too.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and we hope to see you in a month in Horseshoe Bay, Texas.
Bye.
Bye-bye.